Okay, let it open. And how many types of loading we have data loading in IT industry? So what is a common flow in the data warehouse industry? Data loading. Day-to-day data goes to ODS or stage. ODS or stage to enterprise warehouse, finally to warehouse. This is the flow which we follow. Correct? Now, in between this, the data loading is direct load. In between this, the data load is incremental load, and between this also incremental load. And direct load is again two ways. One is truncate and load, and second one no logic load, removing and fresh loading or no logic load. Incremental load is not like that. Assume your target has 50 records, and on today's load, this is past data. In today's data, source has 25 records but new records. Now target level you want to make it like this, 50 plus 25 to 75. This is called direct incremental. You are incrementing the destination, and we call it as delta load. Which load? Delta load. The difference between them you are loading. Now second situation, the source has 25 records, 25 new records, and 25 old records with change, old with change. And we will move to target. Now how many? 50 plus 25. Sorry, not 50 plus 25. 50 plus 25, but new and old change required. And this process is SCD process, slowly changing process. Next, source has 25 new. How many records new? 25 new and 5 change and 5 deleted. And accordingly you want in the destination level, same copy, same changes I want. Then we go for a concept called CDC. Which one? CDC. CDC will keep this and this in sync. So what are all happened at source database level? The same you want to pull a target, then go for CDC mechanism. Which mechanism? CDC. So either this or this you will find in the real time. Are you okay? Now, how do we implement this? This direct load we implement in real time by using import export wizard, bulk insert task, next data flow task. Next, total 3 tasks in SSI is helpful to implement. Whereas this one you want to implement, you can implement through data flow only, data flow task only. Which task? So 2 types. One is this, second one that, and we implement this using only data flow task. Any questions? So that is what our material talking about in this area. And what is the page number? direct load, incremental load. Is it okay? You please see this. Direct load, which task will do? Incremental load, which task will do? An incremental load happen between, here it's missing, please write it. Incremental load happen between, so direct load happen between this in the real time. And incremental load happen always between EDW to ODS to EDW or EDW enterprise warehouse to data warehouse. These are the places it will happen. Shall we? Next. Now, concentrate. Scenario 1. Move set of tables or views from one server to another server. Set of tables from one server. Sir, you have idea about SQL Server Management Studio, correct? All of you. Do you have? Yes. Everyone. I'm creating a new database. Database name is this db underscore 10 a.m. Only simple database. Shall I click OK? Okay. I want tables here. I don't have any tables I want. What I want to do is I want to move tables from development database to this. This is the development database. I have set of tables. Department 1, employee, many tables. I want these tables into that area. But same instance. That is our current scenario. Current scenario is same instance, tables, not transferring or copying to another database. And real time, there is a possibility that you may load data from Oracle to Teradata. Teradata to Oracle. SQL Server to Oracle. In all these situations, this is the direct load, direct movement. In all the situations, we can go for a component called import export wizard. What is wizard? This is self-driven approach. Wizard is self-driven approach. Step guide you one by one. Step by step, guiding will be there. Step by step. Are you okay? So how many ways you can access? See guys, there are 3 navigations. Start, click this, or start, down, 17. Just check import export wizard. Do we have or not? SQL Server, import export wizard. Click it. 64 or 32 bit. My machine is 64 bit, so 64 bit. What is my objective? Same instance, one database to another database, objects copy. Click next. Data source. Select. For a SQL Server, where is it? Last. And this is SQL Server. I am using Windows authentication only. And your source database name is development database. Server name and database name I took. Click next. And then SQL server name, DB 10 a.m. Click. Later, copy data from one or more tables or views. Click. Now choose the tables. Department 1, employee, daily, history, what are all you require. Click. Run immediately. Or you want to create an IS package. This component can generate an IS package if you want. I want to generate. And at the same time, I want to run. But where do you want to store the package? You are not taking the heat. System creating a package for you for future usage. So I want to save the package in file system. File system means in your C drive or D drive somewhere in the folders. So click next. Immediately ask you, Babu, mention the file path. Browse. I want to create in the documents section. This PC documents. The name is package. Tables load dev.db2 tables load dev.db2 10 a.m. db 10 a.m. Shall I click save? Click next. Verify again. Your source server, target server, objects are correct. Now click finish. See, it's doing that. Are you okay? Click close. Now go to this DB 10 a.m. refresh. Now the table is visible. This is one simple example. Are you okay? Now, one more we will do. Right click the DB 10 a.m. new query. New query for query writing. Select start from DB department table. There's a table called department, some data I have. Now my requirement. I'm creating a flat file. How do we create flat file? Take a notepad or anything. And I'm giving DID something like DC0, direct communication, DC1, department ID, indirect communication department. I'm saving it. I want to save in documents folder. And I'm giving here DEPT data, something like this. My objective is I want to load this file data into this table. You know about this file. First one, the path is documents folder. You know about path. Second one, column headings. Third one, column separator, comma, row separator, CRLF. Once this is completed, it's going to next row. Once this is completed, it's going to next row. You know about the file settings. File path, you know, column headings, you know, column separator, you know, row separator also, you know that. Now go to import export wizard. You can simply go file to table, direct loading. I want to do. So go to import export wizard again, 2017, or any import export wizard is fine. Click this. Click next. Your source is flat file. What is this? Flat file. This is your source. Click next. Asking me settings. Where is the file path? Browse, documents folder, departments data. Okay. This is language. This is code page. So this file content in English language of US. That is the meaning of it. Yes, we are using US English only. Next, format, delimited. Yes, it is comma separate only. Do you have any text qualifier? I told you if your data in between single quote or double quote, those are called text qualifiers. I don't have any text qualifiers now. So none. And header row separator. Yes, CRLF stands for carriage written line feeder forward, which is equal to enter character. Now the row separator enter. Header rows to skip, nothing. But I have column names in the first row. So browsing, formatting, and all specified. Go to columns. Yes, it's appearing correctly. Now click next. And what is your destination? SQL Server table. Server name. This is your server name. We need to copy. Control C. Database name is DB10A. Next, table name. See, source is this file. Table name is department. Shall I click next? Run only. I don't want any package. Next, check again. The source file and table both are ready and correct. Click finish. So it is loading the data. 2 rows I copied and 2 rows available here. You want to run it? Run and see the output target. Why ID and name not loaded? Maybe we forgot to map it. There is a mapping section. We need to map it. Don't worry. In the next example, you will see that. Improper mapping I did. So not loaded ID. And one of the step is mapping section. Which column of file you want to load to which column of table. I will show you in the Excel example level. Concentrate. So this is the file data we load. Flat file data. Which data? Now I want to work with Excel data. Let me create an Excel. Always with Excel version issues are there. Please focus on the issues. No, this is DID. This is day name. Now DID is 44 and I'm giving here direct communication 44, 55, direct communication 55, some data. File, save, see how I'm saving. On my, not on my desktop. Documents, and this is important. I want to save with 97 2003 workbook. Old workbook, 97 2003 workbook. Yes, automatically XLS. The latest one is XLSX. The older one, XLS. Now documents, give a name, Excel, department, data. Okay. Now go to import export wizard to load it. 17. Import export wizard. Next, source is Excel. Next, Excel file path. Browse. Next, version is this. This is important, version. When you work with Excel, version always concentrate. You will face issues with only version in the real time. Version and bit. 32-bit or 64-bit. This issue, or you will find version issue with 93 to 2007 file, or 2003 file, or 97 to 2007 file, or above files, and the extensions. Please be careful with that. Whatever you are using here, the same you specify here. Click next. See, so the operation cannot complete. This provider is not registered on the local machine. It's not accepting. Now what I will do is, I will go here, file, save as, documents. Go to this. Is it accepting? See the version 2007 to 10. Next, target, SQL server, database, 10 AM. Next, copy, tables are views. Perfect. This is a sheet 1 data where I want to move. I want to move to department table. Sheet 1 data to this. This is your source. This is your destination. Click. Now this mapping section we forgot last time when we worked with flat file, and map it, guys. Your Excel sheet DEPTC, this is essential. Source columns are this, Excel columns. Target columns are this. The names are different, so it was not directly mapping. We need to enable and map it. DName mapped. The reason names same, but for this there is no equivalent name. So that's it. Shall I click OK? Next. Why it is showing me like this? Why? Okay, anyway, continue next. Click next. Finish. What happened? But you're showing not errors, those are warnings. But continue, why? Let me check first, data available or not. Data loaded? But what was the warning? This is important. When you work with files in IT industry, whatever it may be, the ETL tool, anything, file. If it is a Word file, Word document file, your resume and all, purely the data is textual data, and complete is called. In case flat file, data, that is string data. If you work with this, string data, normal string. When you work with Excel, all columns are wide strings. And this presentation is nvarchar data type. And this presentation is varchar data type. Varchar data type, for each and every column it will take automatically in the file. Whereas Excel sheet, each and every column it will take nvarchar. And now you are loading nvarchar data into a table where the table has a numeric column and table has normal varchar column. How come nvarchar, huge volume of data you are moving into single one? So it was showing me warning, Babu, truncation may happen. But still you said, yes, continue. It was not. But when you work with Excel and table, then always concentrate on data types. Since the data volume is less, it is able to load. But here you have 1000 characters. You are loading into a table. Usually table level, we don't take 1000 characters. Varchar of 50, varchar of 100, varchar of 200 maximum. So data truncated. So for less volume of data, no problem. The previous example well set. But if you have more volumes of data or more sized row or column value, you will face issues. But this is the way file data loading, table data loading and all. And one more common section is there while loading edit mapping. We need to map it because which source column you want to map to, which target, you must specify. Source columns may be different like employee ID, employee name, but you may decide to load into party ID, party name column. In Netherlands, people are speaking like party ID. In India, people are speaking like employee ID. Definitely both indicate same. So some people say customer data, some people say users data, user customer, some people say stakeholder data, some people say client data, stakeholder data, customer data, all indicate same. According to the usage of English language, we maintain the database. It does not mean customer is different, user is different. But when we load all the data into single area, so customer, stakeholder, client, user, all data we move to single area only. How do you move it? By mapping it, proper mapping. So proper mapping always required. So source setting, target setting, plus proper mapping. So that makes you a perfect data flow. Are you okay? So this is about wizard approach. Which approach? Wizard. And your material has the same stuff. You please go there. Is it created? Now I want to load the data. So click toolbox, take data flow task, data loading, data flow, click this. And what should be your source? See, there is your source, file source, file. Wizard level, it was taking care of it, taking components and all. But here, you need to do manually everything. It's a graphical approach, GUI approach. So SSDT is GUI and wizard is self-driven. So as part of GUI, you need to drag, drop. I dragged the source. I want to move to a file again. So file destination. Maybe table, maybe Excel, anything you can take. Connect it. Click flat file source. You just do components. Now configuration pending. That configuration considers connection manager. So source connection manager required, target connection manager required. How do you do that? Click this. New. Any name you provide on top. Connection manager name not visible. Any name. File name. Browse. Where is your file? Desktop. Lab backup. Input. Party SRC. Open. English only. It is a separated file. Perfect. Text to qualifier we have single quote. Header row separator CLF. Pretty good. And the header rows to skip. First 2 rows we should not load. Correct? Letter column names. File path, delimiter, text qualifier, skipping column position. Next columns. See data appearing properly. This is the column separator. This is row separator. Now go to advanced. In advanced level, you can change the name of the columns. You're not feeling comfortable. You want to change it, change it. Or you want to change the data type. This is a file. All columns are string data type. DTSTR. Data type string. Name also data type string. Location also data type string. Income also data type string. Code also data type string. You want to change it, you can change it. And one more important one. I have text qualifier only for one column, not for all columns. Correct? So go to ID. Text to qualified. No, it's not qualified. False. Name. Text to qualified. No, false. Location. True. Income. False. Code. False. Shall I click OK? You want to preview it. Proper. Okay. Simply okay. So source settings you mentioned. And go to target. Go to this. New. delimited. Okay. Any name, no problem. And where do you want? Browse, lab backup, output folder, 10 a.m. batch. Give here party underscore output. Click open. Later, this is okay. Delimiter format output only I want. Text to qualifier I want double quote. What I want? Double quote for all values. Now header row separator, okay. Skipping not meaningful column headings. So important settings at target level, path, format, if possible qualifier and column names. I want source column names only here. I want source column names only here. Now go to columns. Pretty good. Advanced. In case you want to change it. Preview. Okay. Mappings compulsory. Which source column you want to map to which target. Now it's directly connected. Why? Same column names. Perfect. Click OK. Run it. How do you run the package? Right click, execute, or go to debug, start debugging, or F5. So I am going for execute. Right click, execute. Sir, 9 rows. Go to progress tab first. See the steps one by one. 1, 2, 3, and all. It is telling me data loaded to memory to table, file to file, something like this. Now go to output. 10 a.m. batch, output ready. Click it. What kind of data we have? Text to qualifier double quote. Pretty good, guys. So this is about file to file loading. Go to your material. This is the file in case you want to create. Next, scenario 1, create a file like above and follow the steps one by one. Text qualifier you specify. Are you okay? What is the next scenario? Excel sheet to Excel sheet direct load. We will see this example and stop the session. Go to Excel sheet. Sir, this is Excel sheet we created. DID, DNM. I want to have one more Excel sheet, same area. I want PID, PNM. So the worksheet, so the Excel sheet has 2 worksheets. Sheet 1, one worksheet. Sheet 2, another worksheet. I want sheet 1 worksheet data into sheet 2. Sheet 1 into sheet 2. How is it possible? Very simple. Go to this. Right click. New package. Already we have this data flow task. Click it. What is your source? Excel source. Destination, Excel destination. Click source, new, browse, documents. This is the one. Shall I click OK? Now sheet 1. Sorry, it's not recognizing. Maybe we need to go to different one. Browse, upper one we will take it. Excel department data, XLS. Okay. Now it will show you that objects, sheet 1. And we will open that and create one more sheet. Documents, where is the documents? Excel data, 93 one. I have only sheet 1. I need to have sheet 2. Sheet 2, PID, PNM, just column headings. Sir, what if I don't take column headings? This complete data comes to single column. Complete data comes to single column. Go here. Very simple. Double click. Asking you the file path, sheet name. That's it. Source level also file path, sheet name. Target level also file path, sheet name. Go here, browse Excel department data. Okay, come to this sheet name, sheet 2. Mapping, not mapped. Why? Names different, so connected. Finally click.
Okay.
Okay. Now run it. Package 3, execute. Wonderfully done. Now go to the Excel sheet and see PID PNM. Data copied. I haven't copied manually. It copied through SSIS process. This is Excel to Excel example. So you please practice these examples.